What's going on, fellow Pokemon enthusiasts? We have massive news brought to us by Central Leaks on X. Allegedly, a Pokemon MMO, a massive multiplayer online Pokemon game, is in the works by the Pokemon Company, set to release in 2029 or later. This news is extremely exciting for me because I always imagined a Pokemon game where we could travel to multiple regions in an open world setting. So essentially this is like that dream Pokemon game for me, as well as it is for some of you all. So to see that this game is going to be coming to fruition eventually is really cool. Here we have the details regarding this multi-region MMO, also known as Project Seed, which was rumored to be scrapped, but according to Central, this game will be set in Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, and Kitakami. So we have the first 4 regions, which are all geographically based on Japan, including Kitakami, so it makes sense to go with these, being that they are geographically connected, and not to mention, these regions are some of the most beloved of the franchise, including their rosters of Pokemon. In this MMO, also known as Project Seed, these 5 regions will be interconnected into a single world. Now we don't know if it will be a complete open world where you could fly to other regions and travel in various ways, whether it be riding the waves of the ocean with our Gyarados or soaring the sky on a Salamence to explore this MMO, but I really do hope it does expand and utilize the open world formula that Pokemon has been developing and trying to perfect. 2029 is a while away, so they'll have a few years to be able to prepare and develop this game. There is no reason why this game should not be like peak Pokemon. This is a lot of people's dream Pokemon game, and we all remember booting up Fire Red and Leaf Green and Professor Oak, oh, what's my grandson's name? You get to name your rival. And with this MMO, we'd actually get to rival our friends in real time as we simultaneously adventure with them. Like, we never had anything like this, bro. And like, I thought Pokemon Legends EA was going to be like our version of GTA Online, but this MMO could actually be like our GTA 6, bro, in a sense of like a role-playing game. They could actually make a solid Pokemon RPG, and of course development is a big factor, so to know that this idea is already in the works and is not scheduled for release for a few years is a good sign. And I even have a few ideas myself. I hope that we're able to choose which region that we get to start our adventure in, and I wonder how the overworld is going to work. With it being MMO, we could possibly see a GTA style setting where there's around 30 players or so on the server, or even maybe around 100 players, being that the plan is to connect 5 regions, so the map should be very vast and enough room for a larger amount of players, especially with the upgraded hardware of the powerful Switch 2. I just hope we don't get something even remotely close to Scarlet and Violet where we only got 4 players in the Union Circle. I think 30 to 50 trainers per server is a good margin, and also I wouldn't mind Pokemon Company including a chat feature so we could communicate with other trainers, and maybe even a friends list so that we could continue to adventure with individuals we connected with on a specific server. Of course, I would love to have ride Pokemon, and with this being an MMO, I'm almost certain they're going to include various Pokemon to ride. Also, imagine if we get customizable bikes in this game, like a full-on station where we could change the colors, the wheels, the mechanics, and fully make it our own unique bike. That would be awesome, as well as the ability to have our own customizable, furnishable home or hut or cottage or treehouse. Like, imagine you could have a home in Saffron City, Kanto, or a treehouse in Fortree City, Hoenn, or even a condo somewhere like Jubilife City. Fully customizable, this will bring a whole new aspect to current mainline Pokemon, and it would just be another way to bond players in this MMO and just adds to content value. The return of Pokemon contests should be a no-brainer. I would love to have the option of choosing to compete in grand festivals or take on the Pokemon League, or even do both. And I would love to see returning protagonists in this game as well, like being able to battle Red atop Mount Silver, Or imagine we could join Pokemon factions like Team Rocket or Team Plasma and play the villain role throughout our journey, going on various missions and completing tasks in order to rise in rank. And what if we could even become leaders and high rank officials in these factions? Like, imagine being Archie's right hand man in Team Aqua. Like, that would be next level. And just speculating these ideas of what this could be is just really exciting for me. Let me know some of the ideas you all have for Pokemon MMO. I will probably do a follow-up video on some of the ideas I had and expound and maybe even speak on a few more aspects that this project could hold. Y'all stay vibrant until next time, y'all. Peace.